Hi guys, today on Simplified with Smita, we'll talk about students who are traveling abroad for further education and what they must carry. So as a parent, when my child was traveling abroad for his further education, the first thought that came into my mind is, oh my God, what food should I send? Well, that is important, but there are other important factors that you need to consider too. Like first, you need to choose a sturdy bag so that all the luggage can be comfortably packed in a proper strong bag. And normally students get an excess allowance for luggage since they're traveling for a long period of time for education. So you have to ask your airlines what is the excess baggage allowance, and depending on that you can just pack things that are important and needed. So basically it's important to make a list of the things that are not allowed in the hand baggage as well as in your checked in luggage, so that the child does not have to go through any confusion or complicated with the airport authorities or with the the airline authorities. So make sure you know what is allowed to carry with at the destination he is going to, like either US, UK, or to Australia, or whichever country. Now, don't forget to put a tag on the bag, which can be easily recognized because there are so many bags which look similar. So when you have a tag to the bag, it becomes easy to identify your luggage. Make a list of the essential documents that are required when your child is traveling. Besides the passport and the visa, there will be some letters from the college for admission or whatever. Make sure that you make a docket where all the papers are kept together, and that docket can be placed in the hand baggage itself. Now, if your child is having any prescribed medication, make sure you give him enough for at least 6 months or till someone else is traveling to the country that he is relocated to, and maybe a few tablets which he can keep in the hand baggage. Now, make sure that you figure out a pickup and a drop for your child from the airport to his destination in the country that he has traveled to. Now, most parents are worried about the food for their children and what the child is going to eat once he goes there. And हम फिर भर के bag में we stuff their bags with dry snacks and rice and raw rice and dals and cooker. That all is absolutely not required. In fact, when my son was traveling for his further education, a friend of mine sent me a list, and when I read the ingredients, I felt he's going for a cooking course rather than the course that he went to study for. And then I said, this is just not possible for me to send with the baggage allowance and all that the airline was giving. Basically, when your child is leaving abroad, he himself is going through stress of living in a different country, figuring out his stay, his laundry, figuring out how to make new friends. Basically, he is now going to be living a different and a new life in an unknown place. So he is also going to be a little anxious. So give the child some time to settle down. And I'm sure the first week they manage with whatever they are eating. Now for non-vegetarian, there is no whatsoever problem. But for those who are vegetarians, there are a number of fruits available, cheese is there, chips, salads, bread, butter. So, if there's nothing, you can just have bread, butter, jam for a bit, for a week, till you settle down in the place. Once the child has settled down absolutely comfortably, then he can go to Tesco or Walmart or to any of these local stores there and pick up ingredients and utensils that he's going to require for cooking. Now, he can also pick up his bed covers, his bed sheets, his duvets, his pillow covers, everything over there. There is, the market is so amazingly big over there that everything is easily available, unlike earlier. So don't fill your child's luggage with too much of stuff from here, besides the really necessary things like clothes, warm clothes, his documents, his medication, and the things that he's going to require for his course. Now, the few ingredients and a few utensils that the child should pick up is a griddle so that he can make eggs, and a pot where he can basically make dal chawal or some khichdi with an aloo ki sabzi. Dahi is easily available, so you can have khichdi, aloo ki sabzi and dahi, which is a comfort food. And as parents, I think it is also very important to teach your children some basic of cooking, like how to make omelets, certain sandwiches, certain salads, so that life becomes easy. Also, you get a lot of packed ready to cook food which he can carry from here, which I usually do not recommend, but sometimes it's easy that you take palak paneer or chole or whatever, just put it, dunk that packet into hot water and it's ready to be eaten. But they have preservatives, so I would not really recommend that, but a packet or two is okay because it's also comfort food which we need to think about for our children. Now, as I told you, the utensils should be a griddle for eggs, a pan, a pot, a kettle so that he can make his tea and coffee very easily, spatula, a butter dish, 2 or 3 airtight jars for tea, coffee or sugar, salt and pepper, 1 or 2 mugs, plates, glass for water, a tablespoon, table knife, teaspoon, a chopping board and a knife. Now these are the basic ingredients, the basic things, cooking utensils that the child should go and pick up. So most university towns also give student discounts on food items, on cooking utensils and other basic necessities as well. And there are certain local stores which have ready-to-eat sandwiches or grilled chicken or certain foods that are already cooked, and if those dishes are not sold by the end of the day, they are sold at half the price. So a student can figure out how to save his pocket his pocket money and enjoy the weekends even much more better. For children who eat meats, you have ready to cook meats, like you can just take the chicken, put it in the oven and grill it and have it with a salad. And now for those who are vegetarians, there are a lot of options of grilled vegetables which are already cut and chopped and stored, which you can just pick up a packet of that. A lot of options for salads, lot of vegetables, fresh vegetables available. So learning some cooking from here before you go will help you also to curate your own recipes, and also certain things that the child is grown up eating with, or something that he really is one of his favorite foods. If you teach him that, he can replicate that, and comfort food can also make him feel a little much more at home, which they usually don't feel. I mean, you're already homesick after a month or so. So when they have their favorite food, they feel a little more comforted. Now, besides the cookware and the ingredients, please make sure that you buy a kitchen napkin, a cloth to clean the countertop, soaps to wash the utensils, soft scrubbers. Also, as time passes, the children pick up things as they need. See, also it depends on where they're going to be staying. Now, some of them stay in college accommodation, or some of them stay in homes where they're shared with other people. So, depending on where he's staying and the number of people, I'm sure in 15-20 days to a month, he or she will figure out what he needs and manage his life very beautifully. So, as parents, I think things have become so easy right now. So, I think you guys should just chill and go through this video. And as I've really simplified it since my child went 2 years ago, I've simplified the whole process very well. So, hope this video has made it very easy for you and has reduced the stress from your mind. And for more such interesting videos, please watch Simplified with Smita every Wednesday.